Today is the big day. At 4 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, the 2018 first-year player draft will begin. Over the last few weeks, we have examined the Diamondbacks' history in the draft as well as the organizational strengths and weaknesses. Since the draft is the best way to improve the talent in an organization's pipeline, the first few rounds are looked to by teams as a way to bolster the upper reaches of their pipeline. Below is a table of the current pipeline for the Arizona Diamondbacks. The table lists the top prospects and their rankings by both industry analysts and two of the pit's more active talent evaluators. Player name MLB Sickles BA James Michael Comp. Score Comp. Rank Player name MLB Sickles BA James Michael Comp. Score Comp. Rank John Duplanche 1 1 1 1 1 1 5 0 1 Pavin Smith 2 2 2 5 3 1 4 1 2 Joz Rado Chisholm 3 6 3 4 4 1 3 5 4 Taylor Whittier 4 9 1 0 asterisk 6 6 1 2 0 7 Marcus Wilson. In order to maintain the integrity of the other players already listed in the top 10, Taylor Whittier was slotted in at. One of the first things that stands out is that, after John Duplanche, Arizona's prospect rankings are pretty much a crapshoot. Across the 5 systems, there are 2 different prospects listed at number 2. There are 4 at number 3. Only John Sickles ranks Andy Yersey in the top 10. Taylor Clark ranges from 3 to 9. Drew Ellis ranges from 3 all the way down to 13. 4 players outside of the composite top 10 received top 10 votes, including Andy Yersey at. This volatility is to be somewhat expected for several reasons. The first is that every evaluator has their own ideas of what is or is not more important in a prospect and also their own ideas as to how the prospect is likely to develop and help the team. The second is that the Diamondbacks have one of the worst farm systems in baseball. As such, prospects beyond number 1 or 2 are quite possibly non-prospects for teams with stronger systems. When a system is filled with prospects that have middling grades, it is almost impossible to reach much of a consensus on whom to place where. Draft possibilities. Looking at the talent depth in this year's draft, the Diamondbacks should be able to add at least 2 prospects to their top 15 prospects. Below are the final mock draft picks for industry analysts. Mayo, Jordan Groshans, 3B, Magnolia, Texas. HS Arizona isn't sure Groshans will still be available, with his name coming up as high as no. 12 to the Blue Jays, and right in front of the D-backs to the Cubs. If he's gone, the D-backs could look at another high school bat like Matt McLain or a college bat such as Steele Walker. Trevor Larnach, of Oregon State after taking college performer Pavin Smith last year at no. 7. Arizona may go down that road again with Clemson first baseman Seth Beer, Dallas Baptist outfielder Jamison Hanna, Larnach, McCarthy or Oklahoma outfielder Steele Walker. Though the D-backs may love California high school shortstop Matt McLain more than any club, this is probably too early to take him. Sickles, Ryan Rollison, LHP, Mississippi Law, Matt McLain, INF Beckman High School, CA. I've had them linked to McLain a few times now, but also keep saying it's possible they're on him for pick 39 in the competitive balance A round instead. Baseball America, Jake McCarthy, of Virginia. McCarthy was seen by many teams at the ACC tournament last week and has hit .355 in his first 7 games back from an injury that kept him out for most of his junior season. These late looks are critical for McCarthy, though he has an extremely impressive track record in the ACC and wood bat leagues to fall back on. The Athletic, from Zach Buchanan, Ethan Hankins, RHP, Forsyth Central HS. It might be a surprise if Hankins gets to the Diamondbacks. He's a big right-hander with a big fastball, and the Diamondbacks have a need to restock on pitching with Anthony Banda on the Rays, Patrick Corbin heading to free agency, and only a few more years of control on Robbie Ray, Shelby Miller and Taijuan Walker. Fansided, Matt McClain, INF Beckman High School matching the state of the Arizona farm system. The projected picks are all over the place. Both pitchers and position players, prep talents and college players are all represented in the projections. Other players to watch. In addition to the players above, there are a few other players to watch. Steele Walker, an outfielder for Oklahoma. This is the name I have heard most often in connection with the Diamondbacks. He also happens to be a player I like with the 25th pick. Noah Naylor, a prep star catcher out of Canada. Naylor might have the best prep school bat in the draft. The young man's draft stock is all over the place depending on how the various teams feel about his ability to stick behind the plate. If he falls to Sasha Snyder, Dustin Garcia, Blake Burzel, players committed to Arizona State from the 2018 prep ranks. Gage Canning, Lyle Lynn, Connor Higgins, junior starters for Arizona State who will likely be drafted. Travis Moniet, Cody Deason, Alfonso Rivas III, Cesar Salazar, juniors from the University of Arizona with a good possibility of being drafted, especially Moniet, who was already drafted in 2015 and has only improved since then. Continue reading here at the Pit for complete draft coverage once the draft begins. Michael and I will be covering the draft live both tonight and for the next 2 days, providing detailed scouting reports of each Arizona pick as it is made.